Today's April 16th. Today's quote is entitled Wandering in the Universe. This is a quote from Srimad-Bhagavatam. After wandering throughout the universe, a fortunate person within this material world seeks shelter of such a guru or acarya who trains the devotee in the suitable ways to render service according to the circumstances, so that the Supreme Personality of Godhead will accept the service. This makes it easier for the candidate to reach the ultimate destination. Srimad-Bhagavatam 10:2-31. So we can look at this in two ways, both how Prabhupada is applying Krishna consciousness to our situation, because we're special cases. We're not cultured people. We're not raised as Vaishnavas. So Prabhupada made adjustments. And what Prabhupada really capitalized on is our sincerity, not our purity, not our previous qualification, not our culture, but our sincerity. So he made adjustments. And what were those adjustments? He wanted to make it easy for us to serve. He wanted to inspire us to serve. He wanted to encourage us to serve. So one time Prabhupada said, if I told you all the rules, you would faint. So he gave us little by little by little as we could take it. It was very, very, you could say, much a spoon feeder, spoon feeding us little by little. And he knew, he had faith, that by doing that, if we took to the process, we would become purified. So the idea was, just get your feet wet, and then a little more wet, a little more wet. But if Prabhupada told us just jump in, all of a sudden, we wouldn't have done it. And that's why we're still here. Because Prabhupada was willing to make adjustments that would be necessary so that we could be enthusiastically engaged in Krishna consciousness, even though it's not maybe up to the standard. For example, Prabhupada once had written that in India, you won't find people chanting less than 25 rounds. No Vaishnava will chant 25 rounds. 25 is considered not very much. So of course, we're chanting 16, so Prabhupada made an adjustment. But he's making us aware that prior to that, that kind of adjustment wasn't made. But for us, it works. This is what we can do. And that's why Prabhupada came up with that number, because he saw, or he was informed, we couldn't do any more at that point in the beginning. So the same way, now let's shift it around in how we're dealing with other people. We want to engage people in a way that they're happy in Krishna consciousness, they're enthusiastic. And you don't have to give them all the rules and regulations at once, but you find how they can be enthused. You find a path for them. You find a way in which they can find happiness in Krishna consciousness according to where they're at. And maybe the goal is up here and they're down here. We don't have to push them up like that in 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. Prabhupada said, the way we inspire people is through education, through knowledge, and then let the people digest that knowledge and then take that within their system, and then they'll inspire themselves. We can't force people against their own will. It doesn't work that way. But if we give them knowledge, and if we engage them according to their tendency, if we're good examples, if we inspire them through our lessons, through our wisdom, through our encouragement, that's all we can do. And the rest is up to them. We can't force people to be Krishna conscious. But we can be very loving and caring and make adjustments as are necessary so that a person can be happily engaged without making them feel shamed or guilty that they're not on a higher level, but allowing them to feel satisfied on the level they're at, while encouraging them gently and intelligently to take the next step. That's what Prabhupada did to us. That's what he expects us to do to others or for others. Hare Krishna. If you like this video, you can subscribe below. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you share this video with others, if you comment on it, if you like it, do whatever. You have to click to share it, because I think a lot of devotees would appreciate getting these videos. I try to take our philosophy and put it in a practical way so we know how to apply it in daily activity. And this is one of the services I do. and I want to reach as many devotees as possible. If you can help me, I'd appreciate it so much. Thank you.